So, I'm going to read a poem to you from my book. My book is called A Place, a Feeling, Something He Said to You. And I'll do a content warning for this video and for this book in general. This is about domestic violence and abuse and overcoming that and trying to write your own story about your life because you own your life and you're allowed to write about it if you want to. Okay. I'm trying to find a piece that I really want to read. Okay, I'll read this. Just kidding. I'm going to read something else. This was featured in the new episode, the new edition of Witchcraft Mag, and you should check that out. Get yourself a copy. Here we go. There is something dead inside of you. You thought about it when you were in the shower, and then you articulated it in your head while brushing your teeth. You only needed to write down the beginning of the thought in your notebook because you know how the rest of it goes. You brought it up in therapy because it relates a lot to what you've been thinking about in terms of writing and what you feel like is keeping you from writing. This is the problem that you have been mulling over in your head for years now. Why can't I write? A preoccupation with doing things the right way. A preoccupation with taking up space. Spending a lot of time in your head. The place you feel safe spending time. Following the rules and trying to be considerate. Not taking up too much space. Feeling annoyed by those who don't follow the rules. Feeling annoyed by those who don't consider the rules and don't consider why the rules exist. Maybe you need to change your perspective. Maybe you spend too much time thinking about how your movements are being perceived. You're getting in your own way. You're acting out. You're not writing. You used to write all the time. It wasn't always good, but you were doing it and you weren't afraid to do it. You weren't afraid to start something new. You weren't afraid to go back to something old and make edits. You were on the bus, on the bridge, sitting in a window seat and staring at the side of a box truck advertising funeral services in serif font. You look at the words funeral services and think, this is a secret message for you, that you are meant to see this box truck, that seeing this is supposed to give you some idea or start some change in your life. It's clear that this moment was meant for you. Everyone else on the bus is looking at their phones. You have something dead inside of you that you've been carrying around for too long. It is rotting. It is festering. And it's not like when it was alive. It almost feels more powerful now. The person who put this inside of you isn't around anymore. There is no one to feel resistant to. The dead thing is the memory you've contained. It's almost like a part of you now. You carry it around like a dead thing inside of your body. It makes you feel worn out, like you can't even start doing something that you want to do. It makes you feel short of breath, and all you can do is lay down on your bed and try to relax, and it changes your thoughts, like making them speed up and crisscross frantically, and it keeps you from sleeping soundly. Sometimes it feels like a hardened mass in your chest. Sometimes it feels like a vaporous dread distributed thinly throughout your body, that keeps you in moods of what's the points and it doesn't matter what I think, anyways. It is inside of you and you have sheltered it for too long. It is inside of you and you don't want it there anymore. You have decided that you need to write about it. I need to get rid of the dead thing in my body. I think I need to write about it, you tell your therapist. Your therapist agrees. Like a burial, they say. No, not a burial, you say. It's been buried. It was buried when I was trying to pretend it didn't happen. Now it's out and it's stinking. You're right, they say. It's not really a metaphor that works, but I was thinking of the ceremonial aspect. We can extend the metaphor, you say. Let's say I need to cremate it, like burn this dead thing and scatter the ashes, turn it into dust so I can disperse it. What's that called when you extend a metaphor? Your therapist doesn't know. It's what the fairy queen is. Do you know what I'm talking about? What's the word? It's not metonym, it's not parable, it's something else. I don't really know about a lot about literary terms, your therapist says. It's okay, I'll look it up later, you say. Later at home, you look up fairy queen on Wikipedia and scroll down to the discussion on the poetic format. Allegory, of course. This is an allegory. Thank you.